YouTube! I am Penstar, and this is another Break in the Mall Strategy and Tactics episode 12. So in our last episode, we did a little bit of widening, or rather laid down the foundations for such. We added ourselves an alcohol license. And it looks like for the people who went to the wine store, they wanted to buy everything except the wine. But hey, what the hey, that's okay. We also transformed our other liquids store into a liquor store with some other ancillary stuff. So yeah, working out pretty nicely for us. And also realized there's another specialty store that we can lay down right now without having to wait for any more research. Because there's one quiet one that I kind of forgot about. You see, our little impulse buy store down here, which is working just fine, we're going to rearrange it a little bit, is technically a camera store, because we added all these extra camera shelves, and it's giving us the extra bonus for that. But there's one more piece of electronics that can also be specialized. If we go to electronics, thank you. Smartphone. Well, it doesn't look like it now, but I know for a fact smartphones is one of them. Smartphones. Now, here's the thing, though. There's not a lot of natural demand for smartphones at the moment, but we also have two other completely untapped sets of demands for other things, namely the tablets and TV sets. That's not to mention these others, but we haven't researched these. So yeah, we're going to make a smartphone store and then throw in the extra electronics that we're not currently offering at our impulse buy store. So huzzah. So here's what we're going to do. First, object store. You shall come into here. You shall come into here. This will be the start of our shelves here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course our extra cameras here. Well, we don't need another camera impulse buy temptation target. 1, 2, 3. We could throw something else down here as an impulse buy item, which we very well might. In fact, I think we will. I'm anticipating clothing as an extra impulse buy item. We haven't researched it yet, but I'm going to throw down the clothing rack anyway so we can space it out. That way we can we just need 4 more racks of cameras here right along the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that will give us what we're looking for. Right then. I wonder. I'm going to try something. It's going to be a little weird, but I'm going to try something. But anyway, the other thing we want to do is also move our checkout counters to be a bit more efficient. So we'll do one right here, one right here. And then we'll just sort of let this be sort of open space down here, because we only need 2 checkout counters. And we will remove walls objects this whole place. And we will assign the store down here, Tears Capitalist Haven. And just for the hay of it, yeah, we'll relegate it to that little nook down here. Now, why has Tears Capitalist Haven gone soft? Well, because it doesn't contain all the stuff that we want. That's okay. Go to work, boys and girls. There we go. Back to being good as new. Excellent. And since we are in the mood for it, let's build ourselves our other electronics store. since we've got enough time to get it set up and running for tomorrow's operations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the smartphones, and then 1, 2, 3 for other forms of electronics. So, yeah, you guys, and of course we need to assign that store. Boop. Manage. Pocket Glow will be our smartphone star. And we, of course, will assign it to storage number 7. All right, now before we get our peeps coming in here, let's get our stuff. And of course, we need to tackle this properly. Laptop computers go first, followed by cameras, followed by game consoles, followed by MP3 players. Those will be clothing once we research stuff for it. And then down here we will have more camera, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now we can do one more camera. And that will cover this thing. So we don't actually need this last table here because it's going to throw off our ratio. Unless we do another camera. And then we get one more. Then we get one more wild card allowed. Do I want another wild card? I kind of do. So we'll build one more right there. Again, once clothing gets researched. Right then, up here, we will be smartphones. Smartphones, 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 and then down here we're going to go for TV sets, tablets, and you know what? Fresh fruits, because that seems to draw people in, and if we can get them tempted with some of these, why not? Why not? Since these get cleaned off so quickly. Right then, I think we're good in that sense. Yeah. Oh well, let's give our builders something to do. Keep them busy throughout the night. I think we're gonna go for a loading zone up here. It should be down here, really, but... Well, let's remove the road work here. Let's get a couple more things of staff-only parking up here. We'll extend out this road a little bit further. I'm not quite ready to loop it off here, because this thing's going to keep going wider. Also, I forgot we got to manage Pocket Glow. And you, my friend, are going to... We're going to start you off modestly. I know I said I was going to do that last time, but... well, you're a good stock clerk, but I need you for the sociability. You're going to be our stock clerk. You will start at 5. Cashier. You're a good cashier. You start at 6. You're a cashier. You start there, and then we'll go from there if it gets more popular. I doubt it. I doubt it will get quite that more popular, but what the hey. Oh, right, I almost forgot. We have to get all of our other stock clerks starting themselves up at 5. Wazonskis. Aquaria. Witty name needed. Starts at 5. Carbo zone. Start you at 5. Oh wait, that's cashier. Stock click. Starts at 5. And Tears Capitalist Haven will maintain its constant supply of stock clerks. Oh yeah, also almost forgot. Pocket Glow, stock clerk. You're going to be working 3 hours. That's better. Alright, once you guys are all finished up here, get an extra loading zone. Yeah, an extra loading zone will help keep our boxes nice and full. And this place is going to need a few more trips here. Oh, good. They finished it just in time. It's still taking them a while to get the boxes in here. But we did start up 2 new stores that needed full restocking here. Oh, shoot! I forgot. I forgot to remove the door. We're losing so much. Stop it. Stop it, you fools. You're not supposed to go in there anymore. Yeah, not many people coming in here, but also forgot to tell you manual margin 200%, please. Queue's full, eh? Oh, geez. All right, finally. Let me just make sure. All right, your profit margin, you're 200, you're 200. Good. Yeah, everyone came in here, cleaned out all of these, and then just nobody wants the wine. I find that amusing. But yeah, we're not going to make very much money today with this hole in the side of our wall. We're not raking people over the coals, so to speak. And a lot of people come in here just for the vegetables. Piscivore, eh? Well, I'm surprised you didn't stop in the fish shop. Alright, it'll be better tomorrow. How far along are we with... Oh, we're almost done. Excellent. Let's, since we have more stuff to do, let's foundations it up. And, well... let's get ourselves another store going here, shall we? Now, somebody pointed out that it would be significantly cheaper if we just did this but without the walls. And you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you. At the moment, there is no gameplay reason to have these walls in here. And you know what? I might try out sort of a market bazaar style shop later on in this mall's lifetime. But for now, you know what? I'm a creature of habit. I'm going to go with what's been going on so far. So I'm going to be sticking to our guns, so to speak. And yeah. We'll get those on there so our clothing store can be expanded upon. Ah, nice refreshing water. A supply of bottled water that people seem to be endlessly thirsty for. Oh yeah, let's get our objects going in here. I will try to save a little bit of cost in here. Well, no, actually, I need the doors, and I need those walls and doors in there, the staff doors in there to keep people out. So we do need this wall, and I do need this staff door. And I do need to move this storage and make it bigger. Let's get the store set up. If we can get the shell up and running, then we can get it live for the moment it comes online. Now for this clothing store, there's there's 3 different types of clothing we can specialize in here. We've got women's shoes, which have a freakishly huge demand. Men's shoes, which have a much more modest demand. Actually, jewelry is considered its own store, but you have to research jewelry separately. And then you've got women's lingerie, the star of our previous mall. And, well, it might be a star here, but I think women's shoes is probably the most profitable of the initial starting specialties. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those, and then we'll throw down a couple of the of extra clothing racks for non-shoes items, and then between the 3 stores we'll hit all of the clothing categories. Not to mention we'll be getting some tier 1 demand from down there as we use them as impulse fodder. And actually, let's get it assigned here. Store. Let's see. 9001 will be the name of this store. And well, we'll see how busy it is. We'll be gentle with it. Give it the modest stocking first. That's a lot of sociability. Let's hire you as the stock clerk. You come in at I don't know if we're going to get anybody in today. Cashier, come in at 6. Cashier, come in at 13. Oh yeah, let's actually assign. Oh well, we haven't actually invented clothing yet. Now we have. Women's shoes. 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 And then for here, let's go for pants and shirts. And we'll go for coats and jackets. Here, we're going to go for dresses to get the fashion victims, and we're actually going to go for another thing of women's. Oh, wait, that's not women's shoes. You don't need a rack here. That was my misplay. That's okay. We'll do a thing of coats for now, and we'll change that out for shoes later. Oh, did I never assign you to... Yeah. Off you go. Well, our stock clerk came in, but it doesn't look like our cashiers are going to, or at least our morning cashier is going to. Yeah, looks like our morning cashier is going to skip out, but at least our afternoon one should be fine. Oop, almost forgot to shorten stock clerk. You are only needed three hours. So yeah, see, now people can impulse buy. Now we've got a couple of extra categories here. We've got, if someone's a fashion victim, they will stop by here. And actually what I meant to do, and let me just build this here, just so I don't forget it. What I meant to do up here is if, well, I'll replace this with a shelf. If someone is a fan of shoes, they will impulse buy the shoes. And if you do a thing of women's shoes, those are the most expensive of the shoes. Okay, good. We actually have a cashier here, finally. But we will wait for the day to run its course here. And plenty of people here at the liquor store. They have cleared out, of course, our non-liquor accoutrement. In fact, it might even behoove us to, for the House of Red, to actually have our stock clerk working normal hours. Why don't you come in at 6? That way you have a larger daytime coverage area. And let's make sure, okay, you're at 200, excellent. You guys are all at 150. That's okay. We'll manual margin the women's shoes down here to be 200. Punish those who impulse buy. Excellent. Right then, objects, shelf. That will be our women's shoes set to 200%. And then in the meantime, we will build more foundations. We need to widen. And we'll do this granularly here. Like that, and then down like that. Yes, I know I'm spending way more than I have, but by putting it out there, the final cost rarely comes to the actual, and rarely ends up being the actual price here. Like that, and that, and that, and that. Objects, door, staff door, and we'll throw a staff door down here because we'll make a new storage out of this. Remove foundations. Zoop. Okay, there we go. And this will give us our 2 other clothing stores. Oh yeah, by the way, what did we start researching? Night hours. I guess since we're this far into it, we might as well, but I'd rather do frozen food, to be honest, or the chemical supplier, or, well, anything else, actually, but fine, finish up night hours. We've got, just because we got all these extra specialty stores to make do. All right, so we're going to do women's shoes, but this one, we are going to make sure you are manual margin set to 200 because we want to get the impulse buys here. And again, making sure, yes, that those cameras are set to manual margin 200% because we do not want them to be the 150. We want to charge full price if people impulse buy them. All right, let us fast forward. All right, and actually I think this is a good stopping point. So in our next episode, we will get our other two clothing shops up and running and see what that does for our bottom line. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya. And a lot of garbage. A lot of garbage.